within the next couple of months and stuff like that, I'm going to be starting some train blogs of my own. Since everybody else seems to be doing their train blogs, I guess now you not only see who's taking the what the pictures are, but you're also seeing who's taking the pictures. Well, I'll give you a little bit of background on who I am and why I got into the trains for my first blog. My name's Brian Moretti, and I live in Green Bay now, but the reason why I got into N-scale trains, or trains in general, was because when I was 8 years old, I got hit by a drunk driver. And the result of that was I lost my left leg below the knee. And while I was in the hospital, my father bought a piggy bank, and everybody started putting money in it, and sooner or later it got so full you couldn't put nothing else in it. So my dad said, well, I'm going to take it home, I'll buy you something really nice. So he went to a hobby store, bought me a really nice HO train set. And it was not cheap, because the engine, I know for a fact, was very heavy, very high quality. I'm not even sure what kind it was. But I played with the dummy engine. It was a F7 Super Chief set with a few passenger cars and the ABA unit. And so then he, as time went on, I still collected more money, and he said, well, I'm going to take that money home, because I was in the hospital for about 8 months with compound fracture above the ankle and some other contusions. While I was in the hospital, they sent me home later on, and then I got sick with what my mother said was a precancerous condition that started eating my foot away. And first of all, I lost my toe right next to the big one, and then I ended up losing my whole leg just below the knee. So after that, it was like, once my father built the layout and I got that train in my blood, it just will not go away. So as you've seen my other layouts, you know that I have an extensive Kato N-scale layout built in my basement. It's been a passion of mine for a long time. Real trains are awesome. The small trains are even cooler. So with that said, I went up to Sparta this weekend. We just got back from Memorial Day. And up in Sparta, there's the old Chicago Northwestern line. And they ripped it all out a long time ago, and they built, what they did is, before that, in 1873, they blasted a tunnel through a mountain that's a mile long. And I don't know, it's crazy. I've got the pictures and some video, but it's not going to come out real good because those tunnels are dark. But I would have never guessed that there would have been water running down the sides of the inside of the tunnel like it was. It was basically raining in there. And at one point, there was so much water coming down, you could hear it rushing like a waterfall. And you've seen it. And on both sides of where the track laid, there was water 4 inches deep, some places 5, on both sides. And the rock, the granite they cut through and blasted was just tremendously unbelievable. I've got some pictures. I'll probably upload a lot of those pictures and stuff like that later on and let you see those. Mostly I'm going to try to see if I can get them on YouTube in some kind of little play-by-play picture thing, and otherwise I'll put them on Facebook. So I'll put a link to my Facebook on YouTube, and then you can go there, or you can just look up Moretti Brian, and that's where you'll find me on Facebook. So this was an incredible thing. We were just going up there to go camping up by Black River Falls by my brother, and my fiance saw the pamphlet for the trails, and we're going. I am not leaving here until we see that. And there was 3 tunnels. One was about a half a mile. There was another one that was a little under that, and then the one that was a mile. And you literally had to walk your bike through this thing because you couldn't ride it, but I did because I couldn't walk. I can't even walk that far. I had my old leg on. This is a newer leg I'm wearing now. And the older leg, I couldn't walk it. So I had to ride it, and I had to ride it very slow. And but with that said, like I said, I want to restart doing a whole series on my layout, my personal life. I'm going to lay it on the table. Why not? Isn't that what this is for? To make friends, to let people know who I am, what I do, what I like. Trains are my passion. I like them. I've got other passions. I'm sure I've told you about those. I'm a Christian. I believe in Jesus Christ and as my Lord and Savior, and that He died for me on the cross, and that He's my propitiation for my sins. I looked at Jesus as my Savior and my guide, and He does everything I need Him to do to help me be righteous with Him. He came to love us all, and that's what He wants from us, for us to love Him. With that said, I'm going to end this video and let you guys, in my next video, I'm going to start the next blog with what I've bought now for the layout, what's next. But I will let you see that in the back here, I have finished. This is the top section of the pull-off mountain that I've casted fascias with molds and painted it. It's ready to get repainted one more time, then you throw grass on it. But I got to paint the mountains, the rock outcroppings. That just sits back there in the corner. I've done that within the last week, but I was kind of, in a way, anxious to go. We were actually not supposed to leave the campsite. Well, not supposed to, but we could have stayed another today and been home probably in the next hour or two. It's 2 o'clock here now. We would have left at probably somewhere right around noon, so we'd still be on the road right now. But we decided to pack up about 11 o'clock last night, and we came home last night at 4 in the morning. We saw about 150 deer on the way home on Highway 21. That was incredible. One jumped out in front of us. The rest kind of didn't want to do too much for jumping, and we were glad. I was so tired I couldn't even drive. My fiance had to drive. So, and to continue that, like I said, stay tuned for more blogs on more progress on the layout. And I'm still trying to find a name for this layout. I'm getting a couple hints. I'm trying to see what I can come up with. I'm not good at that. I'm not really good at making names for the layout. I'm more of a freelance builder. I just build the trains to try to get it to look good and operate good. I want this to be a fully operating layout and not a racetrack or whatever. So that's it. Down below, anywhere you want, comment. Do what you gotta do to let me know what you think about my blogs. Thank you for watching.